Just a real quick video to remind us all how important it is to have a camera running when you're in the presence of a cop. I mean, it could mean the difference between you living free for the next 10 to 20 years or you being in a prison cell for the next 10 to 20 years. Check this out.
First on two, a man is spared serious jail time after a witness comes forward with this dash cam video.
On Saturday, an investigator who was directing traffic was seriously injured after kicking the driver's car before they drove away. This happened at the intersection of Grogan's Mill Road and South Millbend Drive. It's in the Woodlands.
This is in Texas. Don't think that the cops in Texas are any better than the NYPD in New York or the Sheriff's Department in California or the Yahoos in Florida or any other state. They're all this bad and they are apt to lie. They will go so far as to lie knowing that you'll be slapped with a felony that you didn't commit and going to jail for a long, long time, not to mention how much money it's going to cost.
KTG's Corley Peel shows us how this case would have had a very different outcome without this dash cam video. Take a look.
The driver was initially accused of a hit and run and charged with a third-degree felony. That charge has...
Pause that for a second. A third-degree felony? What could he have... How long could he have gone to jail? How long behind bars? Third-degree felony in Texas. Federal prison sentence of 10 to 20 years and or fines of up to $10,000. And that doesn't count court and attorney's fees. This is a heinous crime that was about to be committed on a regular member of the public by a law enforcer who's supposed to be out there protecting and serving. What a joke.
The driver was initially accused of a hit and run and charged with a third-degree felony. That charge has now been dismissed. I spoke with our KPRC2 legal analyst who says surveillance video like this is prominent in clearing cases. Dash cam video shows investigator McLaughlin kick this white car. He's seriously hurt.
Why the would you kick the car?
The driver took off. Before investigators obtained this dash cam video, the driver was arrested on a felony charge. The
Anybody feeling sorry for this guy at all?
Constable's office posted on Facebook saying the driver ignored McLaughlin's traffic signals.
Yeah, let's take a pause and read that real quick. I got this pulled up. Check this out. This is the initial report from the Montgomery County Precinct 2 Constable's Office. It says Montgomery County Constable's Office investigator was struck by a vehicle. Suspect is in custody. It happened in Woodlands on April 27, 2024 at approximately 3 p.m. Investigator Toby McLaughlin, a 40-year veteran of the Montgomery County Precinct 2 Constable's Office, was assisting with traffic control related to the Ironman North American Championship. David Wargetz, a 50-year-old male from the Woodlands, was traveling west in a Honda Civic. As investigator McLaughlin was attempting to stop vehicle traffic for cyclists. That's not all you were doing, huh, McLaughlin? Wargetz disregarded traffic direction and struck investigator McLaughlin with his vehicle. It was more like McLaughlin struck the vehicle with his foot. And then he lied on a police report. Let's see when we go through this news story right here if they're going to say anything about federal charges being brought against the officer and bringing him up before the judge on a felony, and then fled the scene. And McLaughlin was transported to the hospital. Wargetz's vehicle was later located at an apartment complex in the Woodlands where he was taken into custody for failure to stop and render aid, causing serious bodily injury. And he was currently in the Montgomery County Jail in lieu of a $30,000 bond. I'm going to read this right here. We're going to go on with this story, but they do have an update for what happened to McLaughlin and the guy they arrested.
Hit him, then drove off. After reviewing the video, the DA's office noticed McLaughlin kicking the car and dismissed the driver's felony. KPRC2 legal analyst Brian Wise says surveillance is vital in speeding up the court process.
I believe that ring doorbells, dash cams, and municipal surveillance cameras are probably among the most consequential developments in the criminal justice system in the last generation or two, because it underscores the criminal justice system's dual commitment: freeing the innocent, convicting the guilty.
Well, it's the exact opposite. They're framing, not freeing the innocent, they're framing the innocent. And the guilty party who writes the false police report and puts the felony charge on the innocent individual, he goes free. So it's actually, it is a criminal system. It's a criminal injustice system. And most of the crimes are being perpetrated by the boys in blue. And if it wasn't for this dash cam, this guy would be sitting in a jail cell right now.
Wrongfully accused suspects across the U.S. have been released because of surveillance. Last year, 3 men arrested in connection to a murder in Fort Worth had their charges dropped or downgraded. This surveillance proved self-defense after a fender bender led to a deadly shootout.
Those videos don't take sides, and we can have almost instant real-time exoneration, or as in some cases, real-time conviction based upon those compelling videos.
Good way to put it. Those videos don't take sides. In other words, cops lie, cameras don't.
The DA's office says the driver involved in this case isn't completely off the hook. He is expected to be charged with a Class C misdemeanor for not following McLaughlin's signals.
What kind of consequence could he face with that charge?
The maximum possible punishment is a $200 fine and court costs. It's the same type of infraction that all of us in life have had to contend with if we speed, don't have our insurance, or run a stop sign.
The Montgomery County Precinct 2 Constable's office says it will conduct an internal administrative review to see if any further action needs to be taken involving McLaughlin. Corley Peel, KPRC 2 News.
In other words, we're gonna investigate ourselves, and we'll get back to you, let you know what happened. But I want to go over the update for this. Montgomery County Precinct 2 Constable says, this is from their Facebook page, Montgomery County Precinct 2 Constable's Office issues update on deputy injury. And then it says, the Precinct 2 office is providing an update regarding the injury of investigator Toby McLaughlin, who was struck by a vehicle while directing traffic. Following the incident, based on initial information, Mr. David Wargetz of Houston was charged with the felony offense of failure to stop and render aid. Upon further investigation, which included reviewing video footage of the incident, investigator McLaughlin's statement after the surgery, and this constable's office, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, and the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office have determined that the initial charge should be dismissed because Toby McLaughlin lied, and he lied on a police report. And what I want to know is, number one, what's going to happen to Toby McLaughlin, and what's going to happen to all the other cops who probably gave testimony on Tony McLaughlin's report and lied right along with him. So we've got a guy who would have spent years, possibly years in jail because this happened to a law enforcement agent because of a lie that was put on a report. And if it wasn't for this motorist dash cam, the guy would be sitting in jail. So the takeaway of this story is never trust a cop. If you're ever in the presence of a cop, if you ever see a cop on the street, just start recording. You can record over that data. It's very easy to do these days. You will never, ever regret recording any kind of interaction with any law enforcement agent because we know what they're apt to do. So what I'm glad about is that under some of these comments, even on their update, if you look at the comment section, it says arrest him. You'll notice that the public outcry is asking for it. Lying on a police report would end a citizen up in jail. That's right. You don't even have to lie on a police report. All you have to do is lie to a cop, and they will treat that as an arrestable, cageable offense. Well, this officer is worthless to the department because anything he's involved with, the attorneys for that person will say this officer is a proven liar. He needs to be fired for cause, falsifying a report, affirming a report, resulting in a felony arrest of an innocent man. I don't think that he should just be fired. He should be charged with a felony, just like you and I would, and he should be in jail. This is a matter of they could drop all the charges on this guy and he could keep his job or go on he's probably on paid administrative leave right now. Or even if they fire him, McLaughlin could easily go to another police department. Are all of the officers at the scene who contributed to this lie going to be fired? Amen. Amen. And then are all their cases since their career started going to be reinvestigated, given we know that they are prone to lying to convict innocent people? Very good question, Zach Palmer. Very good question. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, record your interactions and exercise your rights. If you don't exercise those rights, you will lose them. I will see you in the next video.